Good Monday afternoon. It is October 14th, 2024. This is Beach Bum with the Tropical Report. We're going to actually start off over here with the CMC. We got Invest right down here. Hold on, there we go. We got an Invest right down here. Another one right there. So let's move on through time and see what we see. Here we are at Thursday, October 17th. We got some storms forming off the coast of Carolina right there. The Invest around the 17th looks like it's kind of just dropping down to some thunderstorms right around in here. Not really showing much of anything. Here's the other one that was down in the Caribbean. Well, let's keep on moving. Now we see that definitely shows a low that came off of the Carolinas on October 17th. Now, here's what I see. The Invest starts trying to regroup, regain. And same over here in the Caribbean around October 18th. Let's move it on through some more. This Invest here by this point should have a named storm according to this model. The one that's over here in the Caribbean looks to be going into Mexico at 1,009 millibars pressure. Let's keep on moving. We're now October 22nd. This should definitely be a named storm. And you see it's kind of, I don't know, I would say it's southeast of Florida. And we keep on tracking on up. This is October 23rd, the 24th. And there we see the Invest has passed all of us. Here in the U.S. That's good. Let's hope it sticks to this model. Let's go check the icon model. Alright, we're starting out today, October 14th. Here is the Invest in the Atlantic. Another one we're watching down in the Caribbean. Sorry for backing it up there a little bit. Didn't mean to do that. As you can see, we still had that low come off the Carolinas, just like the CMC showed. The low in the Caribbean here by this point is not heading straight into Mexico. It's trying to group. Same as the one in the Atlantic. Moving on out. We're now at October 18th. And by the way, the icon model goes out 180 hours. Here we are, October 20th, with a named storm southeast of Florida. Let's see where she goes. Please, Florida really doesn't need anything else. You see it keeps tracking into the Caribbean, going into the Gulf. And then at the end of this model, that starts going southwest. That's good news for us in the Carolinas, anywhere in the east coast of the U.S. Just something to still keep an eye on. Let's check a look at the euro. And we got the Invest here in the Atlantic, Invest in the Gulf, the Caribbean. Excuse me, I didn't mean Gulf. Let's move through. And the Euro goes 90 hours out. So definitely not as far. And like the other models, around the 17th, we see this little low coming off the Carolinas. The invest by this point, both of them have kind of started dying out a little bit. And on these models by the 18th, they're not even there. This is the Euro. It doesn't go as far out. So still, we need to keep watches on stuff that's going on out there. Now let's go to the GFS. Give it a little refresh. Okay, we have a freshly loaded GFS model. Going 384 hours out. Now remember guys, whatever you see at the end of this model, there's a lot of hours between now and then. A lot of things can change. So let's go with it. We have the invest here in the Atlantic. We have the invest down here in the Caribbean. Moving it on through. We can see the invest in the Caribbean is working its way up towards the Gulf. And the invest in the Caribbean is still working its way west. And then like all the other models, it kind of around the 17th, they show them kind of fizzling out a little bit, but then they pop back up. Alright, so now we're scrolling on through, and we see the invest in the Caribbean goes into Mexico. Now, we see the invest that's in the Atlantic. You saw all the other models showed it starting to take a north turn and then go this way. Well, this one looks like it's wanting to start going into the Caribbean. Let's keep tracking it. It is now in the Caribbean. Lost a little bit of steam as it went over the islands there. And then we have another low forming right here. As the first invest went over the islands, it's starting to die out. But as we can see, we have another named storm right here heading north. And then it's moving its way out to sea. And the USA looks pretty good again. Now we're going to run that on out. This goes all the way to October 30th. There's what the track models look like at the end of the run. So we have things out there to keep an eye on. That's for sure. There's nothing out there now to be panicked about. Has Nadine formed? No, Nadine has not formed. Is there a chance for Nadine to form? Yes, there is. But it's not there yet. Don't panic. Just keep watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another update. Until then, y'all have a great day.